What's up, guys? So, Doctor Strange is the 14th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. This one is directed by Scott Derrickson, and it stars Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, Rachel McAdams, Chiwetel Ejiofor, Tilda Swinton, Mads Mikkelsen, and the score is by Michael Giacchino. And, going into this one, I have to say that the trailers had me intrigued. I love these Marvel movies, I really think that they're all very, very fantastic. Well, not all of them, most of them. And at the end of this video, I will give you a top 14. So you could get excited for that. But Doctor Strange, like I said going into it, I was very intrigued. It did look very kind of Inception-y, kind of visual effects with this buildings twist and everything. But that's what the story called for. And keep in mind, I've never read any of the Doctor Strange comic books, so going into it, I was completely unaware of the story or pretty much anything. And I can tell you this, if you have no knowledge of Doctor Strange or haven't read the comics like myself, it is very easy to follow, and they make it very, very, very easy to understand what's going on the whole entire way through. I thought that it was interesting the whole time, and I understood what was happening. I feel like if it wasn't very understandable, then I think I might have been sitting there trying to figure some certain things out when the film continued to go on. That would have been a good thing, but I feel like that they established everything properly. And the way that they established, like, obviously there's no spoilers in this video, but the beginning of the film, the way the film opens with there's a phenomenal opening sequence to the movie. That cuts into we meet Doctor Strange, and he's a very arrogant man. He's actually not very nice at the same time. He doesn't care about anybody but himself. So throughout the film, as we see this sort of character arc, unfold, it's very compelling. And I think, to be honest with you, that Doctor Strange, the character arc that he has, may be one of the very best in the whole MCU. And I think Benedict Cumberbatch does a phenomenal job playing the character. And Tilda Swinton as well is absolutely spectacular in this movie as the Ancient One. She is phenomenal. I was not expecting to enjoy her character as much as I did. She is brilliant in this movie. Her performance is phenomenal. Chiwetel Ejiofor is also great in the movie. He has this sort of darkness that he's hiding within him, but he's trying to hold that back because of his teachings, which is, he brings that to the screen. He's very good. Usually the villains in these Marvel movies, besides like Loki, and I didn't really have any problems with Ultron, but their villains are not as compelling as the heroes are. And I have to say, in this one, he was not a throwaway villain. Kind of like maybe in Civil War, how we had the Zemo guy who was just pretty much there to set things up for everybody, It was that, it's not like that at all. This man, he has a purpose, played by Mads Mikkelsen. We know what he's trying to do. So it works. And I don't think that the villain really annoyed me in this movie, because I think it's one of the better villains that Marvel's given us, for sure. And like I said, Michael Giacchino did the score to this movie, and it is great. I really enjoy the kind of new kind of score that he did for this movie. If you listen to it, it's not like your typical Marvel score. I mean, sure, there's that theme there, but the way that it's played throughout the movie, it is very interesting. The humor in this movie, too, a lot of people have issues with some of the humor. I think, for me, none of the humor took me out of the film. Even though I didn't necessarily laugh at maybe 3 or 4 occasions in the whole entire movie, it didn't take me out of it. I didn't say, oh, well, that was horrible, let's boycott. I was into it the whole time, and never once was I taken out of the film. And I could say that this is an extremely entertaining movie. I was not expecting to have as much fun with Doctor Strange as I did. And in the end, I can say that this is one of my favorite films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And I have not had this much fun in a movie theater since Deadpool. And it is a gut reaction. After seeing the film, I cannot think of many negatives. It is so wonderfully paced, so wonderfully written and directed and acted, and it would be a disservice if I didn't give Doctor Strange 5 out of 5. Absolutely nothing bothered me in this movie. I was not upset about anything. I understood everything that was going on, and I can't wait to watch this movie again. It is really spectacular. Guys, comment your thoughts in the comment section. What did you think about Doctor Strange as you read the comic books? Let me know down below. Also, you can subscribe to this channel for upcoming reviews coming out. You got next week we have Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk with Rival, and the week after that, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I'm very excited for that. And if you're not aware, I am doing a series of Harry Potter reviews on this channel leading up to Fantastic Beasts. The next one will be for Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, and that will be up tomorrow. Yes, that will be up on Sunday. So, guys, you can follow me on Facebook and on Twitter. The links to those are in the description of this video, and you can also follow me on Snapchat at BrianKing72, and then Instagram at KingArises131. Now, guys, I did promise you a top 14 Marvel films. I texted it to myself. I didn't have it written down or anything. So, I'll feel free to tell you guys, and down below, if you also want to, comment and tell me what's your favorite film in the MCU. What's your top 14? So, here we go. There's going to be some things in here that you guys don't agree with, but hey, this is my list. And I could give you guys my ratings as well. So for 14, I have Iron Man 2, that one a 3 out of 5. 13, I have Thor the Dark World. I think I have that one at 3.5 out of 5. 12, I have Iron Man 3. Probably 3.5 out of 5 as well. 11, The Incredible Hulk, 4 out of 5. 10, brace yourselves. 10 is Captain America, The Winter Soldier. I have that one at 4.5 out of 5, which is not a bad rating. 4.5 is very close to 5. 9, Captain America, The First Avenger, 4.5. 8, The First Thor, 4.5 out of 5. 7, Avengers Age of Ultron, 4.5. 6, Guardians of the Galaxy, 4.5. 5, Ant-Man, 4.5. 4, Captain America, Civil War, 4.5. 3, the first Iron Man, 5 out of 5. My second favorite is Doctor Strange. I absolutely love this movie, 5 out of 5. And number 1 is The Avengers at 5 out of 5. Like I said, most of these movies are 4.5 out of 5. I think they're all wonderfully made. It's just the main issue with a lot of them is a weak villain. It's not as a compelling villain, but in this film, it didn't bother me as much. I think they handled it better in this one. But yeah, guys, that's about it. Thank you very much for watching my review for Doctor Strange. Over and out.